Some people like to leave their houses. They wake up in the morning, shower, get dressed, eat a hearty, healthy breakfast, give themselves a thumbs up in the mirror in their foyer, and hit the town. They go to all sorts of fun and interesting places, but these people love it for some reason. They love being out and about, no doubt about it. But some people don't. They hate leaving their comfortable dork den in their mother's basement where they have all their tech toys and tech games and tech accoutrements and their cat to snuggle and a fridge full of root beer and a mom who is so proud of them for becoming a famous tech YouTuber and she's gonna make me spaghetti for dinner. However, every so often, life throws a monkey in my face and I'm suddenly forced, against my will, to leave the house. And when I do need to visit the real world, you better believe that I'm not leaving without a bag full of goodies to survive the experience. Which brings us to this. This is my tech bag. And don't you dare call it a purse. It's not a purse. I swear, anyone who puts the word purse in their comment is getting banned for life. What, you think I'm joking? Frickin' try me, buddy. So today I'm just gonna show you what's in here. This is all the things that I bring with me pretty much anytime I'm leaving the house for more than a few hours. Some of this stuff changes depending on the trip, but pretty much everything I'm gonna show you is my tried and tested gear that I always have in my purse. My tech bag. Oh, by the way, I'll try to find links to all this stuff and put it in the description if you want to pick any of this up. Let's start with the bag itself. I've had this bag for ages. It's like 10 or 15 years or something. It's made by Timbuk2. It's their classic messenger bag. I bought this from a clearance rack at an outdoors store here in Canada, but apparently they still make this. You can buy it on Amazon. I'm actually thinking about getting a second one because they have some new colors. Ooh. What I like about this bag is that it's the perfect size and it's small and simple, kind of minimalist. It just has one larger main pouch and then a few extra little pouches inside, with an area at the back for my laptop and a zippered pouch on the front. I found that I have a place for everything in this bag. Everything has its home, but really I just like the size and the look of it. It also has a big Velcro area to hold the main flap down so you don't have to use the clips on the front every time you open or close it. I also accessorized it with some enamel pins and a little BMO, because when you're a TechDweeb, you always got to be representing the dorky side, you know? Next up, let's go with my laptop, I guess. This is my current daily driver laptop. This is the Chuwi Minibook X. I got this to review and I haven't made a review video yet, but I will soon, I promise. I unboxed it and I started to use it just to test it out for my video, but I actually fell in love with it and it's basically replaced my previous laptop, which is the HP Envy X360. What I love about the Minibook X is that it's small without being tiny. Once I got used to it, I actually love typing on this thing. It's only 10 inches, which is fine for me doing basic work and aside of games. Really nice screen on this though. It's super crisp and very bright and colorful. We've only got an Intel N100 processor in here, so it's not a beast, but it doesn't need to be. I just use it for writing, watching stuff, emails or whatever, maybe a little emulation if I'm feeling precious. And I have used it for some light video work in a pinch. I can charge this with my tiny charger and the screen flips around so I can use it in tablet mode, but most importantly, it's small and light. And to go with that, I have this mouse that lives in this little side pouch in the bag. This is the Microsoft Bluetooth mouse. I don't know what it's called. It's a mouse, but it's in Arctic camo, so you're basically invisible in the snow when you're holding this. I've had this thing for a few years and it's held up its end of the bargain. It's very comfortable despite its compact size, and it works great even though I've put hundreds if not billions of hours into it. And the battery lasts freaking forever. One AAA battery will last weeks and weeks of heavy use on this thing. I love it. I also have a hard drive for my work and some games and some emulation stuff. I keep this in this hard drive case so that it doesn't scratch up anything. This is the WD Black portable games drive. It's not huge, it's only 4 terabytes, but that's a good amount of storage to hold about 1 terabyte of my current work projects and about 2 terabytes of Steam games and 1 terabyte of retro games. I can use this on my laptop to get to my work and use it as an external library for my Steam games and use it to have a really good library of retro games when I'm away from my main collection. Honestly, any 4 terabyte drive would work fine, but I just really like the look of this one. It makes me feel like I'm a hacker or something. In the pouch on the other side is my battery bank. This is the Sharge 100. I showed this off in a previous video. This thing is a bit of a chonker. It's big and heavy, but it's 25,000 milliamp hours. This thing holds so much juice I can charge my laptop and my phone and my retro handheld and my Steam Deck multiple times. Very often, if I'm going on a shortish trip and I don't need to plug stuff into the wall, I just live with this battery and I can charge things in the bag itself because it fits perfectly in this side pouch. This thing also has a neat little display that tells you all some information about capacity and the watts it's outputting and extra functions, and it's big and heavy, so you can use it as a weapon if you need to fight off bad guys trying to steal your Miyoo Mini. Speaking of which, yeah, I have a Miyoo Mini Plus that lives in this little pocket right here. Usually I have a Miyoo Mini in my pants pocket at any given time, but I got this extra Miyoo Mini Plus from Lit NXT, who sent this to me to make this video, and now this Miyoo Mini just lives in my tech bag. I actually have a few save games that I have on the go just on this one Miyoo Mini, and I play these specific games whenever I'm traveling. I get a little further along in the story with each trip. This has the preloaded Onion OS SD card that came with the device, which is just freaking amazing. A really well put together system and ROM set that they have on here. And I also put on the entire series of Adventure Time, so I can use this as a little TV on the desk in my hotel room or whatever. And to go with this, I have a little cell phone stand that I can use to prop it up on the desk or for my phone. It just folds up flat and it's super small and light. Yeah, let's see what's next. Let's do some boring stuff. So I have this little pouch for my cables and adapters, all that stuff. In here, I have a single short USB-C to C cable, which I can use to charge pretty much anything that I have in here, like my laptop or my phone or my deck. And I have a USB-A to C cable to have extra charging for stuff and specifically to charge my Miyoo Mini or any other retro handheld that I have with me, because those usually don't play nice with C to C cables. Also, I have this UGreen hub. I can use this in 2 ways. I can have this for my laptop to add an SD card reader or Ethernet or video out or extra USB ports, and I can use it on my Steam Deck as a portable docking station. And back to the topic of power, we have my power adapter. This is the UGreen Nexode 65 watt charger. I love this thing. First of all, it looks like a robot, so it gets points for that, but also it's just a great little charger. It's just the right size, not too big, but still powerful enough to do what I need. It has 2 USB-C holes and 1 USB-A hole where I can shove my dongle, and it has enough power to fast charge stuff like my phone or my Steam Deck or my laptop or whatever other tech stuff that I have with me. And since it looks like a robot, I can pretend I have a friend. How did you have 4 aces again? Are you freaking cheating, you piece of shit? And there's one more thing in here. This is my Anker SD card reader. I freaking love this thing. And it's super important to have a good dedicated SD card reader if you're into retro handhelds. I can't tell you how many times I've been away from home and needed to transfer a save game or add a ROM or flash an SD card in a pinch. And this one is great for me because it's freaking tiny. It has a USB-A connector, so it works on any computer, and it has a USB-C connector, so I can use this on my laptop or even my phone. I love this thing. I can't recommend it enough. And then we have the star of the show. Every time I go on a trip, I always bring one main gaming device. Sometimes it'll be a retro handheld that I'm testing for a video or one that I just want to play with, but 9 times out of 10, it'll be the Steam Deck. I freaking love traveling with the deck for lots of reasons. One is that it's very light considering how much power it has, way lighter than any comparable gaming laptop. And another is that it's versatile. It's powerful enough to play anything that I'd want to play on it, including the AAA PC games that I've got on the go. And I can dock it to a TV to play multiplayer games like Jackbox or retro games like Mario Party, but most of the time I like having a deck to game on my lap. And it has a built-in controller. I don't need to worry about bringing one of those. It's just sort of a device that does so much stuff all on its own without any extra stuff. I could do an entire video on just Steam Deck accessories, and I did. And you could check that out if you want to. But I don't want to get deep into it here because when I'm out with my tech purse, I don't bring much. However, I do put my deck in a case, and the case I use is this Tomtoc hardshell case. It's super thin, really firm and protective, and it's just the best option that I've found as a minimalist case. It doesn't hold extra stuff like power adapters or SD cards or whatever, but it doesn't need to. It just needs to protect the deck, and it does great at that. I searched long and hard for some good, low latency wireless headphones that I could use with my Steam Deck. I bought 4 pairs, and these were the ones that I ended up keeping. These are the Xiaomi Redmi Buds 4, I think they're called. The vast majority of Bluetooth headphones will have enough latency that it will negatively impact your gaming experience. And there are some zero latency wireless headphones, but all of those use a dongle. I tried a few of those and they were really good, but I didn't like having to use a dongle. These are the closest thing that I could find that were just Bluetooth and did not need a separate dongle. And they're dang near perfect. There is a very tiny bit of latency, but it's so slight that I could only detect it if I'm really trying hard. And it in no way impacts my gaming, even for like rhythm games. The sound quality is amazing, a great battery life, and they're convenient and comfortable. And I love how small and light the case is. I am so glad I found these, and I highly recommend them if you're specifically looking for dongle-free, low-latency earbuds. And those who know me well know that I rarely leave the house without some sort of sketchbook and a plethora of pens and pencils. I am a doodle guy. I love doodling, so I need to be able to do that. And I also love working on stuff for Dungeons and Dragons, so I need a place to make notes and draw maps and stuff. Always have a few nice pens and pencils. And yeah, I do have a set of dice in here too, just in case I get attacked by some kobolds or have to persuade the guards to let me into the princess's bedroom. Yeah. And I have some EDC stuff. For those who don't know, EDC stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or Everyday Carry, depending on how you want to interpret that. So I have my knife, which is this Leatherman folding knife with a half serrated blade. Good for all sorts of things. I mostly use it to build box forts. And I have a flashlight. This is the Olight EOS Keychain flashlight. I hate using the light on my phone, so I actually grab this quite often. Usually when I need to see what I'm doing inside a PC, or if I'm in the sewer looking for the Ninja Turtles. And a bunch of bits and bobs up here in the front. I have some extra AAA batteries. I have a super short micro USB cable in case I need to plug in an old device. I have an SD card holder full of SD cards for various things. I have some wired headphones in case I need them for my Miyoo Mini, or if Bluetooth headphones aren't worth the hassle. And I have some Canadian money in case of Canadian emergencies. And of course, last but not least, I have my cat. This is Hermione. She loves traveling in my tech bag. She goes with me all over the place all the time. I can pull her out to hang out and chat with her on the bus. She sits with me so I don't feel lonely when I'm alone in a restaurant or something. She gets to watch me take my bubble baths, and she cuddles with me at night. Some people say hurtful things like, well, what's with the stuffed cat? And I'm worried about your mental health. Can you please just get rid of that weird cat thing? But I don't care. She's my special snuggly widow princess. I love her to bits. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that brings us to the end. I hope you found this, I don't know, helpful, insightful, entertaining, whatever. Hope you liked the video. Let us know what you have in your tech purse in the comments below. If you like this video, then you'd probably like this video, my Steam Deck accessories video. There's a few of these things in that video as well. And there's a link on the screen now and down in the description below. And that's it from me. I'm TechDweeb. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.